representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders!
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He's got 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Play action now for Prescott. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Dak off the play fake. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First
the numbers are pretty clear,
Cowboys.
Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, here's Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. Down to the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown.
The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Here's White on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came in a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll. He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas, and that guy is Geno Smith.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. On the move, past the 40. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for Raiders first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And they're whistling for a stop here. That's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Dak now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Genty. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Smith. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Genty from the gun. Escapes the defender. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Counter give to Genty. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Smith to the air now. It's a screen play to Genty. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's Lockett. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the
Sure seems like he knew
line.
exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Giving this to Genty. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you could live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
This is Gentee on second. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now. These last two snaps, oof, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock. And we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Throwing on third, Smith. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Intended for Trey Tucker.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickett. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. From the gun is Prescott. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and short.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
He'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Gentee. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing is Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher, and I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Straight ahead with Genty. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force fourth down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So it's second down coming up.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
On second down, a run with Williams. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Brian Ager on now to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. He dodged the tackle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Smith gets his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Smith on 3rd and short. He puts a man under it deep down the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Cowboys Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They've got first down from the 31. Dak to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Oh, they drive the lateral. It's a live ball. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. He was looking for Javonte Williams out of the backfield.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Give up the guts. It's Genty. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Second and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Now Smith. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll throw, third and long. Had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at fourth and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. His first kick was good. His second look from 35 yards away.
Kind of a good thing they got the football where they did coming off that fumble recovery. It's disappointing as an offense when you can't move the ball. At least your kicker can pick you up.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Jukes away from one. And he's out a little short of the 30. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3. So time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. First call here coming from the shotgun. Prescott here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Back to the air, Prescott. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. Third down. Now Prescott. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Dak now from the gun. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. And the Cowboys first down.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-6 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Prescott will look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's another Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Dallas.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw. He's running with it. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
As quarterback, Kate, you gotta hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
3rd 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Prescott to sneak it. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Prescott. Completed over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead to 7. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys grow their lead to 8.
14, Raiders 6.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
Here's White on the return. Escapes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's brought down at the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And off to Genty. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Third and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Smith. Oh, he's going to run for it. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now they send their back in motion right. is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
Another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defensive call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately, the Jimmies and Joes, in double coverage of that tight end, couldn't get it done.
On first down, Genty. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Cowboys 20-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Another give here to Genty. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Cowboys crowding the passing lanes. They're into the dime for third down. Here he goes, third and long. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. Carlson's kick is good. And that gets him back within 5.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Turpin with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Play action now for Prescott. He's got it downfield near the edge. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
At the 41-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He's going to bring this down to their 35. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Dak off the play fake. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
That's caught by Williams. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Pickens motioning left. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Screen here for Williams. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and goal, they're going option. And he gets in, touchdown! The Cowboys hold an 11-point advantage. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys push the lead up to 12.
21. Raiders 9.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Here's White on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. This is Genty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Smith. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On the option, it's Genty. He's all the way across midfield, down to inside that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Another Las Vegas 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to Genty. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They've got 1st down from the 31. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Giving this to Genty. Finds a big lane, and he's finally brought down at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
15 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Genty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Smith. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders trim the deficit down to 5.
21. Raiders 16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run the toss for Williams. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent game here, but short of the first.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Prescott now on third down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Cowboys hoping to grow their lead before halftime. First and 10, Prescott. A quick throw swatted away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now it's Prescott again. Lamb brings it in yet again. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push the lead up to 12.
28, Raiders 16.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Here's White on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And This one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 10. He has the touchdown. The Raiders making a one-score game before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders trim the deficit down to 5.
28, Raiders 23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. Jump off, caught by his back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Dak now from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun is Prescott. Lamb has another one. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Prescott. Cheeks away from one. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th Floor Studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's White on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jency headed back out there. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Notion man left is Lockett. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
First down, Smith to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for Ashton
Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 10.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. That's complete to Bowers outright. When he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Williams. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He tries to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Cowboys first down. A gain of a yard.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Cowboys first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Dak off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
This one misses the tight end, and it's going to be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again is Dak. Short pass brought in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit.
He was tackled.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Play action, Prescott. Hits his running back. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push the lead up to 12.
Cowboys 35, Raiders 23.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field.
At their own
And I'm sure they're tired of bringing
26-yard
out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Finds him on the crossing route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
Shotgun give here to Gentry. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good for Raiders first.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
They give up the guts. It's Gentry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Taken down right.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Smith. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd down, they need 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Carlson's kick is good. And the lead is back down to 9.
They can't blame him for the deficit. He's been doing all he can to kick them into contention. That's now his 4th field goal. And all those kicks he's made are part of why the lead is still close.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Outlet Lamb makes the grab. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Dallas.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They pick the hands off, now Prescott. This one finds the fullback. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
14 yards.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
A gain of 14. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Devin White makes the play. And the Raiders will take over beyond their own 40. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
At the 37-yard line.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Smith to the air now. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Kate, I could feel by your body language and the call that you saw exactly what I saw. And that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You can see it coming at the field. In the field level, you get lost. But not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start.
3rd and long for him here. That finds Bash complete. And they they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
On the tackle. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Smith. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Smith's going to throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
So out now comes the punter. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop it. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line. The QB keeper, it gets 0.
The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. Ryan Anger, the one to send it away. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Smith in the pistol. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. It's Smith. He's got it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And off to Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5. Especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Smith. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders have cut it to a 3-point game here in the fourth. Geno Smith with a touchdown. His third total score in this game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback. One that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
We're
down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now. They need 7. From the gun is Prescott. Quick slant. That's Williams. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that gets a good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's keeping it. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They go with Williams on a counter, and they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dak now from the gun. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive. 3rd and 1. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. So the false start makes this a far tougher call now. 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. Well, he strides quickly, headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Looking to his fullback now. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Give to Williams from the gun. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Going left side, Williams with it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Prescott here from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be third and long.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Prescott now on third down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that brings up fourth and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
A 60-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
Laube with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Play action. Here's Smith. Throwing left side. Bowers has it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Smith. This is brought in. Big gain for Lockett. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Genty from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. From the gun, Smith. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Smith on first down. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
17 more yards. That's another Raiders first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
On first down, Genty. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Smith back to throw. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders down by only 2 in the 4th. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point.
All or nothing, they'll run him. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Daniel Carlson.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Turpin with a return. He dodged the tackle. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Draw play. This is Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Feet nice, Kate. feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
The
Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Jeanty. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Here's Smith. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. But I believe a Raider covered that one, so the Raiders hang on to possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Prescott now off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one doesn't go far.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call a gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Dak. It's Pickens on the slant. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Straight ahead with Williams. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd.
He's taken down.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. On second down, a run with Williams. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
No gain on the play.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They pitch it to him. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Cowboys lead by only 2. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. He's back to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
48-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Raiders have their offense back out there. First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll look to throw it. Out left, and Lockett makes the ground. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Second down now, they need 7. Back to throw. Jukes away from one. Connecting on the slant. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Now to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. This is Genty. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
These fourth down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Cowboys about set to take over. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.